That's it. That's it. No, it's too late. It's too late. We're already recording. It's too late.
Hold on. Hold your belly
Oh.
out.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Kamala smack.
Hey!
Number 100. It is 100.
Number 100.
Fireworks?
Boom! Are
Fireworks.
they exploding behind
There's
us?
exploding
and guess who's
fireworks.
exploding with those fireworks?
Naked
Cody!
Cody!
Right there!
Wow, 100.
Yeah.
100. This is
100 Ramble Radios.
if there's anything left to celebrate by the time this
no,
comes out.
I think it's coming out perfectly. Well, this will be on the ash heap of history.
Yes, it will. Ramble radio, but
It's also video. It's right there.
for the 100th time, also radio. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I'm Jerry Rocha. That there.
Eddie Pence.
Cody.
What's up?
There we are. Here we are.
Cody.
All of us here. Through these trying times,
Trying,
we're
very
still
trying
here.
times.
Hope everybody's safe.
Oh, man.
Hope everyone is doing well and safe. That's the most important part.
Crazy, dude.
And
Crazy
if you're
times.
protesting, I hope you're safe
Yes.
while protesting, because you have every right to protest.
Yeah, that's what America's based on.
Yeah,
protesting.
man.
That's
So
what the
what else?
Boston Tea Party was.
That's what it was.
Remember that, people?
I think
That's what the
people
Boston Tea Party was.
conveniently like to forget that in times like this.
It's white dudes in brown face throwing tea into the harbor. Boston Tea Party.
Oh God! All right, here we go. Number 100.
100, man.
Fuck, we did it.
Are we do? Is this a walk off? We're done with it, right?
We're done.
We
made it.
We said when we're going to start this, we're going to do 100.
We said 20.
20. Did
Remember
we say
that?
20
We
and
said
we kept
20
going.
and then
Then
we're
we
out.
were long overdue for quitting.
Yes, this is. I mean,
should definitely be
Jesus.
done with this.
I mean, God. What do we have? What else is there to talk about? What else is there to do? We've covered it all.
I don't know.
Kenny Rogers is jizzed on children. What's left?
Naked Vern.
Naked Vern Lundquist. Naked
What-
Dave Campo.
Without Ramble Radio, Video Radio,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have Naked Vern.
No, we
That's-
wouldn't.
That's solely
No.
a brainchild of Ramble
Of
Radio, not
this.
the Ramble.
We wouldn't have Naked Cody.
wouldn't have Naked Cody.
You would have Cody dressed like Marla Gibbs.
You
if
wouldn't
it were-
have,
That's all it would be. That's
You wouldn't
all
have
it
Naked
would be.
Marla Gibbs. Up there.
That's right. It would be naked. We're not going to do that to Marla Gibbs.
we
Out
will
of
not.
Cody's,
Out of
respect for Marla Gibbs and Cody, we're not going to do that. This is going to be a lightning round of Ramble Radio, even though it's video, but it's also radio. Because when we started taping this
Well, as you all know, during the quarantine, we've been piling up our Rambles and Ramble Radios on Sundays
Sunday.
for the whole week.
Sunday,
So I come over here and we do a marathon of 2 Ramble Radios, and then we do the
Yeah.
Ramble. But with society breaking down and coming apart at the seams,
yes,
they've instituted a curfew in Los
yes,
Angeles.
right,
It was 8 o'clock, and then I was driving over here a little after 5, and next thing I know on my phone
6
it says
o'clock.
6 p.m. curfew.
6 p.m.
So we got to wrap these
is a
up
lawbreaker right
because
here.
you're calling the cops as soon as
I
I leave
am.
here.
The minute Eddie walks out the door, I'm calling
so I have to
911.
sprint to my car.
Yes, I'm reporting.
And I don't blame him because I do the same thing to him.
We just respect the law. That's it.
We're law and order first.
Law and order first.
That's us.
Oh God, that's what we are right here. That's it. So
Hey, I
sorry.
did a fun podcast with Cody.
Oh, did
the
you?
ReMCU. I did
Let's
the
talk
ReMCU.
about
That
this.
was
So
fun.
Cody
Yeah.
texted me to talk about you behind your back.
Really?
Yes, and it wasn't anything bad.
Oh, okay, good.
It was like the most.
He's totally justified if he wants to go
It
off
was
on
the
me.
most
Totally
polite talking about. He said, "Holy shit, Eddie is a Thor: Dark World encyclopedia."
That's not even my favorite Avengers Marvel movie either.
He was so impressed by your Thor: Dark World knowledge. Now, did he turn you, Cody? Did he make the movie better at all for you with this? Because I haven't heard it yet.
No. He
I
didn't-
tried.
I don't think he turned either of us, but I think it turned our complaints into like giving it context. I mean, we still
Okay.
didn't really like it all that much, but,
I
but at
tried.
least he
I did my
explained
best.
things. It was crazy because I think Jared and I were sort of met with silence in a lot of cases because we were like, I don't even know how to respond to all of this information. Like, there's so much detail in it. We were astounded by it. It's great.
So what was your favorite thing? What was your favorite deep dive in Thor: Dark World?
Well, we were doing a lot of things. We're talking about doing a lot of Loki talk about
Right.
his character. This is the first time we saw. Well, no, I don't say the first Thor movie. Loki was just a bad guy
Yes.
in a
Yeah.
comic book.
That was it.
And then in Avengers, you kind of saw him with he
A
sort
little bit of charm.
What that, and plus you now had Thanos was like, if you don't do this, I'm going to kill you.
Yes.
So he was
Yes.
now working to save himself, not just trying
Right.
to gain power.
Right.
And then we saw in Thor: Dark World a little play, and Cody brought this up on the show, a little interplay between him and Thor, which was sort of the basis for what you saw in Ragnarok.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which was great. And then this is the first time Thor, in his whole character arc of the MCU, he experiences severe loss. He loses his mom.
Yep.
Which
Yep.
takes him all the way to the journey in Endgame.
Yes.
And I think, to me, Thor is probably the most interesting character.
Absolutely.
In the MCU.
And that's why they chose that moment in Endgame to go back to.
there.
Because that's what started the downward spiral
Yes.
for his.
And so his has been the most fascinating journey of all the Marvel characters.
No question. No question.
And it doesn't start if you don't have Dark World.
Right. Look at that. Bam. I like it.
And then we were
even more
talking too
now.
about the Stinger scene at the end, the end credit scene. About that's the first time the Infinity Stones are mentioned by name.
Yeah. Yep. That's
And that was
right.
our holy shit
That's-
moment in the theater.
That was.
That holy shit Infinity Stones.
You know what moment I loved in Thor: Dark World
What?
was when he just shapeshifted into Cap for that quick little.
That was fun.
That was
good.
great. That was great.
That's the first time that movie starts being fun, though, because everything up until that point is just like fantasy mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Cody. We lost Cody.
Oh, God.
I don't know what
All right,
happened.
well, I guess we'll do it without him.
I don't know what happened.
Well, and also, too, that
lost
was phase 2 after Avengers.
Yes.
And that was when Marvel started playing with the idea of doing different genre styles of films.
Yes.
Because you have Iron Man 3, which you did, which is sort of like an action comedy movie. It's the first time
Right.
they kind of leaned really into the comedy.
Yes.
Thor: Dark World was pure fantasy.
That was a pure fantasy.
And then you had right after that Winter Soldier, which was an espionage
that was
thriller.
a spy. It was like a 1960s
Whereas
spy
like
movie.
phase
but-
1 was just
yeah.
all like origin stories and typical comic book movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's when
It
to
expanded.
me that's to me when the universe started getting interesting as a filmmaking universe.
Let me tell you, the biggest pop at that San Diego Comic-Con. That was the one time I got into Hall H, right? The one time I was
Was for
able.
Thor: Dark World?
I was able to get. Did I tell you that? I was able to get into Hall fucking H.
Yeah, this was during the Guardians presentation.
There,
too,
it was,
and the Avengers 2,
yeah, it was because
Age of Ultron.
and I didn't put it this way, but in hindsight, I would have said this. We were like I was walking around because the girl I was with at the time was into Hunger Games, which that should have been red flag number one because she was an
Yes.
adult. But anyway,
dressed up?
no,
No.
But I was looking for a Hunger Games something.
Yeah.
Right.
'Cause
And
you're that kind of guy.
I'm that kind of guy, and I go to their what was it? What was it? What's a fucking New Line?
New Line.
I think
New
New Line
Line
did
Cinema?
Hunger Games. I think. So I went to their booth
It
and
was
I'm like,
Lionsgate.
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 That was it. I go to Lionsgate's booth and I ask, "Hey, do you guys have any Hunger Games shit?" And a woman from Subway, Eat Fresh, was there, and she goes, "Are you a fan?" And I couldn't even lie and be like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Fuck no."
Fuck no.
I even
Fuck that
said,
shit.
"Fuck no," but I said, my dipshit girlfriend. I would add,
At the
in
time,
hindsight,
you left dipshit
in
off.
hindsight, yeah, and I left dipshit off, and I said my dipshit girlfriend is a giant fan, and it really helps with their phony anxiety. I would have gone all in, but I didn't.
But you didn't have the perspective of
I
time.
didn't have the hindsight.
You didn't have the perspective of
Right.
history. Yes.
And she was like, "Well, we're looking for we can't find anyone dressed like her." Anything, and I'm like, yeah, because they suck, but but I'm like, oh,
Who the
right,
fuck with cosplay is that shit?
yeah, who's gonna do that? And then I was like, all right, well, yeah, and she goes, well, here, we're looking for a Hunger Games fan, so we're gonna give you 2 passes to Hall H.
Wow.
And I was like, and a free lunch at Subway the rest of your time at Comic-Con. So remember that Subway we went to
Yeah.
in San Diego?
That was
I
the
went
one?
There, I went. That's where we got the free lunch. I would just walk there every afternoon and get lunch after
Yeah,
that.
we
It's
did
fucking
that. We
awesome.
did that every afternoon. We paid for it.
Like, geez. And then so we go in, and here's the thing. It was Lionsgate, and then Marvel was after that. But they said these tickets are only for VIP, Lionsgate. So the minute the Lionsgate presentation is over, y'all either have to leave or if you can miraculously find another 2 seats.
Right.
And so right as Lionsgate was showing their last movie, I turned and a couple left like a row and a half behind us. And I'm like, let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
And so I ran over there, sat down, so we got to see Marvels. And the biggest pop of the entire thing, of all the movies they were showing, I think they were teasing Iron Man 3.
Yes.
They teased, we also saw Fox. That's when all the X-Men came out for Days of Future Past.
Okay.
And that got a massive,
Yes.
but the biggest, holy shit, everybody screamed in disbelief was the clip of Dark World where Thor gets his hand cut off by Loki. Everybody The whole play. They showed
They
that.
showed that.
And everyone was like, "Whoa!" Like it was madness. And then of course, he was there
Yeah.
dressed as Loki, and the place just went fucking apeshit. The only thing that topped it was Joss Whedon coming out at the end
For Ultron.
and teasing Ultron,
Yeah.
and that was it. But man, that Thor shit, I think that's why I forgave, because that's why I liked it so much, because I was so pumped.
Winter
to see it.
Soldier just fell over.
He just fell
in
over, that
shock and awe that you
motherfucker.
didn't think Winter Soldier was better.
I know. Well, I didn't say that because the second biggest pop was the Winter Soldier scene.
Yeah.
The Winter Soldier scene when he's in the elevator because everybody wants to leave.
That's a great
They
scene.
they showed that scene and everybody
shit.
it was just like, what the fuck? But Thor getting his hand cut off was the biggest, like, whoa,
Yeah, because you
shit.
thought his hand really got cut off, right? 'Cause
Yep.
they didn't show
Oh God,
they didn't
yeah.
show
We
the
were like,
resolution
what
of
the
that scene.
fuck? Yes. So it was. I believe they teased Iron Man 3, Thor: Dark World, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and then they came out with the Ultron tease. It was, but that scene in Dark World, I was like, okay, I'm all in. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that movie definitely has its missteps, and we talked about that on the podcast.
Like what? I loved it.
I think towards the
I don't remember much though. Like
towards the end, they kind of like you kind of like one of my big complaints it was an extinction level event. To me, the Convergence was a bigger
Right.
deal than the attack on New York and Avengers.
Oh
Yeah,
right,
you know what
the
I'm
big
saying?
red
Like,
shit.
It's a bigger deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Than most of the other things that happened. In,
Yes.
it's
And
a
it's
bigger.
not
it's
treated like a bigger
yes,
deal.
It's a bigger deal than
Yes.
Age of Ultron when it's just Earth that's in trouble.
This was everything.
This was all
Everything.
9 realms
Everything
going into
was in
complete
trouble.
darkness.
Yeah.
This is an extinction level event.
You
of
needed
mass
everybody.
proportion. This isn't
You needed
everybody.
everyone. You
Yes.
call in everyone.
So I don't like it when movies do that.
Not
and-
just the girl from Two Broke Chicks. You need more. You think?
right.
Than
You need a little bit more than her swarmy comments to get you through that.
There's also the thing that I had pointed out where Thor and Jane like just randomly happen to stumble upon a portal.
Well, yeah.
like
dark-
they get stuck in the dark world and they're just like, oh look, the portal's
It's right there
here.
by where everything happened on the Dark Planet, on the Elves planet. But also I don't know why Odin's dad, the grandfather, was a great idea to bury the ether on the Dark World.
Yeah. Why would you do
I
that?
don't- It's got to go where no one can find it. We'll hide
I
it at
know
home.
where the most evil people live is where we're gonna put
We'll
this
hide
thing.
it where they'll never look.
But in a way,
True.
they won't think to look.
They
in
wouldn't
they
think
didn't. They fooled them for a couple of billion years,
True.
didn't it?
True.
Right?
5,000
5,000 years to trick them. So he wasn't wrong.
He wasn't. So I guess he knew more.
it
I guess he knew more than I did.
It tricked him for 5,000 years.
He knew more than I
It
did.
worked. I would have given up after year 3.
Yeah.
would've
Well,
been like,
Malekith did. He just went to sleep.
He went to
hibernated.
sleep. He's like, "I fuck
He's like,
this.
"So when someone
I'm
else
out.
finds it, I'll
wake
wake up."
me up and I'll come out."
Wake
See,
me
that's how
up.
you do it. That's how you be a Malekith is my type of villain.
Yeah. He's like, hey.
I'm gonna take a nap when you guys figure this shit out.
Wake me
Call
up.
me. You give me ultimate power, then I'll fuck shit up. Great. Yeah, the villain was no big deal either. Like I wasn't at no point was I like, oh, I hope this guy doesn't get loose or we're all, you know what I mean? He just didn't seem like that, you know.
So yeah, I just like an extinction level event like that. I think Captain America and Iron Man would have jumped in at some point.
You need that.
So it's just like I thought they could have gone something different. Maybe just have the whole thing take place on Asgard. Would have been
that would have been
better.
better.
thing.
Yes, I agree with you.
Malekith trying to get revenge on Asgard.
You don't need the Earth shit
Yes.
at that point because that eventually weighs it down
Yeah.
after enough time. And then you also have like one of the greatest dramatic actors of his time, like in Tidy Whities being a Three Stooge for like half the movie. That probably wasn't.
Might not be the best use of him. Maybe not. In retrospect,
Look, I know you're great, but here's what we're gonna do.
we're
to
gonna
you.
cake you in makeup.
We're gonna and then we're gonna have you in
Put
your
you in a
tidy
stiff ass
white.
costume.
And you're gonna do everything but go whoop 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 when things go bad. You're gonna do everything but like that's what you're gonna do. Everything but that's okay. All right, fair. So there we go. This has been one giant commercial to check
Yeah.
out
Re-MCU.
Re-MCU because we talk some dark world.
We did.
Oh,
What? Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were almost done.
I know.
It's the 100th episode.
I know. God, I know.
Dex. We all have our favorite movies in the MCU. And like Jared and I, we don't really dislike any of the movies in this MCU.
Did
Just
maybe the Hulk one.
Maybe that
Maybe.
one. Varying degrees of love and like.
Yes, I'm with you there.
Yes. What is your favorite movie in the MCU?
There we go. I guess part of being the sole breadwinner in my family by owning this restaurant diner means that I get first and only dibs on any cousin I deem attractive enough. All right, well, here we go.
That
I
was
don't think that
100. You can't do anything for
Nothing.
one. You can't play a note on
Nothing.
a saxophone.
He didn't even name anything close to a movie,
Yeah.
did he?
No, he wasn't fucking his cousin.
Fuck. Cody, where can all the fine folk find you? God damn.
Well, as you have been hearing, ReMCU with Eddie is now available wherever you get podcasts. You can also find the Cinesnaut podcast where we're reviewing weekly VOD releases. And then Quarren Stream, my other show, available this week. Episode with comedian Lisa Curry is out today.
Nice. Fuck yeah, man. Eddie, 5 days a
5
week.
days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report.
Boom.
We're going off of furlough on Swings and Misses on June 8th.
Oh,
We'll be
shit.
back to 5 days a week
Fucking
on June
A.
8th on radio.com. And then we got Rambles on Wednesday and Ramble Radio on Tuesday, Fridays.
Look at this.
Yes.
Boom. Every Monday, you can find me as a smug nerd with this man right here as my director, Eddie Pence. Every Thursday, Retro Roach on YouTube. Please subscribe. Check out those videos. Thank you to everyone who's already been doing that. Spread the word, all that good shit. And, of course, here on The Ramble. And every night during quarantine, I'll be on Twitch, twitch.tv/Retro Roach.
Colton's
Colt
there,
has
too.
been popping in.
He schedules it. It's part of his nightly
Oh,
routine.
I love it. I love it. Colton jumps in there,
Yeah.
usually right when I'm about to say something about queefing, so I have to tap the brakes a little bit. But there it is. It's always
You
good.
can explain queefing to him. That's
Okay,
fine.
you don't mind?
I'd rather you do it than me.
Okay, all right. I'll fine. If I have the green
Let him know
light.
what queefing is.
Grape, motherfuckers!
Fuck yeah.
Be safe out there. We love you guys.
Yes.
We'll see you next time. Of course, if you're going to protest, please try to be peaceful about
Be
it.
peaceful and safe.
But be safe. That's the most important part. However, your voice needs to be heard.
Please change the world for the better.
Change the world for the better. Thank you. And yeah, fucking A. Be safe, everybody. We love you guys. Take care. Bye.